अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली. This is Muhammad Farooq Siddiqui teaching English grammar at CATS Preparations, Dera Ghazi Khan. Today our topic is as IUHS MD-CAT topic, combination mistakes. Combination mistakes. As is generally described in English grammar, as grammarians would suggest in English, use of one word gives rise to the use of others. Such usage, such interlink, such connection is called combination. When we use one word and it forces the use of others. Combination mistakes are of four types. Number one, we have words, combination of word, two word in general. Next, we have combination of word, two word, collocation based. Next we have combination of words or phrases or clauses based upon commonly known among the grammarians is fanboys, means coordinate conjunctions. These fanboys in grammar, they are commonly termed as coordinate conjunctions. And lastly, we have combination of clauses or phrases based upon subordinate conjunctions. Subordinate conjunctions. These are coordinate conjunctions, the fanboys, and the last one is subordinate conjunctions. So we have these four types of combination, and these four types of errors are called combination mistakes. As UHS MD-CAT study suggests, it focuses upon mistake. It focuses upon error. Let's start word in or to word in general. Combination of word, two word in general we are going to discuss in general. Let me repeat once again the notion that use of one word gives rise to the use of others. As we have, if we have the word either, it automatically suggests the use of another word or. If we have the word neither, it suggests the use of the other word nor. If we have the word whether, it suggests the use of or. If we have the word never, it suggests the use of word or. If we have the word not, it suggests the use of word or. If we have the word not, the same word, it suggests the use of comma plus but. If we have the word not, it can also suggest the use of word yet. If we have the word like not only, it suggests the word but also. Here we can be careful that only but also can follow it. Not only can also be followed by the alone but, and not only can also have a combination as not only but also. Next we can have not only but as well. The combinations go more than this. If we have the word not only, it can also follow but too. If we have the word not only, it can also have the word but even. If we have the word both, this follows another structure and. If we have the word between, it also follows a combination and. If we have the word rather, it follows the word than. If we have the word any other, it follows the word than. If we have the word more, it follows the word than. If we have second degree of, if we have second degree of adjective, it can follow the word than. Second degree of adjective. If we have no sooner, it also can follow the word than. Combinations still in general still continue. If we have the word such, it can follow as. If we have the word as, it can follow as. If we have the word so, it can follow as. Now look at these structures. Such as, so as. Then what is the difference? Such requires a noun after it. As requires an adjective or an adverb after it. And so is also followed by adjective or adverb. So such follows noun, and as follows adjective or adverb. Difference lies there. Then what is the difference between as and so? As follows adjective, adverb and so is also followed by adjective or adverb and as. So as is normally used in affirmative sentences and so is normally used with not, means in negative sentences. Next we go. If we have the word lest, it should be followed by should plus first form. If we have to plus adjective or adverb, it can follow to plus first form. If we have too much, it should be followed by a noun. If we have much, too, it can be followed by an adjective or adverb. If we have can, not, or could not plus help or stand, it follows an ing form. It requires an ing form. Next, combinations still go. We still focus on these combinations. If we have can, not, or could not help but, now it requires first form of verb. If we have a word from, it requires to. If we have a word from, it requires the words like. We can use until, even we can use till, even we can use up till. The difference is, if this from is followed by a noun that denotes a place, this to preposition must denote a place. If there is, after this preposition, if there is mention of a noun that denotes or expresses time, all these structures must denote, these structures must follow time then. As we have, if we have subjunctives, if we have subjunctives like structures with us, this is purely, the term that I use, subjunctives, is purely for the help of the students to understand what subjunctive is. If we have as if, If we have as though, if we have would that, if we have wish, if we have imagine in the beginning of a sentence, if we have if we have it is, and then time, high time, about time, certain kinds of structures follow all these structures as I mentioned. These structures, all these structures can be followed by either verb, whatever the subject be. When we do say subjunctives, subjunctives means we are in a special case, in a certain condition, the subject does not matter. Whatever the subject be, singular or plural, we must use, after these words, we must use were or had been, or we must use second form, or we can use had plus third form of verb, because we are focusing upon subjunctive, mostly called past subjunctives, commonly termed by the grammarian as past contrary to fact. Next, as we have conjunctions in the beginning of a sentence, if we have conjunctions in the start of a sentence, if we have conjunctions in the start of a sentence, what do we do? Like if we have if, although, when, while, unless, until, if we have like as soon as, or so, or as long as, all of these are called subordinate conjunctions. Normally all of these structures are followed by a comma and a clause. All of these structures are normally followed by a comma and a clause. And if we have these words in the beginning of a sentence, like hardly, like rarely, like barely, or scarcely, most of the times these conjunctions, these adverbs